Okay, the headbutt surprise. This is cool. Now, I want you to keep in mind that what you have here is the Dirty Boxing crash course. Okay, this is simply a crash course. This is the fundamentals. It's great stuff. Don't get me wrong, but if you want to really learn dirty boxing, if you want to become a machine and have all the top secret Filipino boxing drills that have not been taught, except within a very small group and have been kept very secret. If you want to learn these moves, you need to get the Dirty Boxing course. This is only the crash course, but this will give you a little taste of what it's all about. Okay, now, this is great because this is the headbutt surprise. Now, you want to surprise them with a headbutt, okay? Headbutts are devastating. They leave big cuts, okay? And the cool thing about this is this could be accidental, look accidental, or this can be real. Okay, I mean, it's going to be real. It's going to hit him. It's going to hurt him, but it can look accidental. We have a lot of stuff. When you go into dirty boxing, you have dirty boxing that is, sometimes when you say that, they're referring to the moves that are illegal that you do during competition that the ref does not notice to help you win the fight in competition without getting noticed that these are illegal moves. Okay, that's one type of dirty boxing. Okay, then you have dirty boxing that has no regard for rules. We don't care about rules because this is not going to be used in competition unless one day Dana White says, hey, we're going to allow headbutts, we're going to allow eye gouging, we're going to allow kicks to the groin, we're going to allow fish hooking, all that. If they start to allow knees on the ground, that kind of stuff, it's going to totally change the game. And the very next day, Filipino boxing will be the best for the stand-up in MMA because we're experts in all the dirty tricks. We do it. It's part of the art. We always do the dirty stuff because the dirty stuff is what's going to set up those mainstream boxing combinations, okay? So this is I won't say this is as dirty as it gets, but this is dirty, this is mean, this is nasty. That's why we love it, okay? So check this out. What you're going to do is you're going to headbutt him. Now, when you use your headbutt, you want to generally, we usually, not in all cases, but we usually like to use the side of the head because you don't want to use your face. Don't make the mistake of headbutting with your face. Headbutt with the side of your head. That way you can protect your beautiful face. I want to protect my beautiful face, okay? So let's check this out. When I do the headbutt, first of all, you want to keep your hands up, okay? And you want to keep your shoulders up, okay? Now, when you set up an uppercut, usually we're going to dip to set up the uppercut, right? You're going to dip, and then you come with your uppercut, okay? Now, that dipping motion is going to hit because that's going to be my head on his nose, okay? So when you go like that, bang, that's the head hitting the nose, okay? Once again, if he holds that here, that's the head hitting the nose, you see? Setting up my uppercut, my elbow, and then I want to grab the head again and do that big knee, okay? Now you can see that is devastating. If you get hit with a headbutt like that, it's going to open up a big cut. I have a guy here, got hit with an accidental headbutt. How many stitches?
16 stitches.
16 stitches. That was on the outside only. It was a big flap that basically covered up his eye. So we know from experience, we know for sure, headbutts work. If you have a flap of skin hanging over and you can't see out of your eye from that flap, that's going to make you want to think about whether you want to fight anymore. Okay, so let's have a look at this again, okay? It's like I'm going for my setting up for my uppercut. Okay, that's all. It's like I'm setting up for my uppercut. So I go like that, bang, see, uppercut, elbow, and then I knee. Notice I'm using the left side of my head, okay? Now something, before I forget, something very important to keep in mind, okay? I know if you're a Thai boxer, you're into Muay Thai, you're going, oh, if he does that on me, I'm going to clinch. I'm going to grab his head. Okay, that may be. Maybe you will. But I don't care because I'm going to keep my hands up. And I'm going to have my hands on the inside. So when you go to grab my head, I'm going to get your head. Okay? Let's check it out here. When I go like that, see, if he goes to grab my head, look where I am. See, I'm the one who has his head because I'm keeping my hands up. I'm not going to headbutt like this. Because look at that. Look how vulnerable I am. That's a big, big mistake. Common mistake, okay? So what you want to do when you do your headbutt is keep both hands up. Notice how I keep them on the cheekbones, and then I keep my shoulders up. Grab my neck now. See, can he get my neck? I don't think so. Because I have my hands up, and even if my shoulders aren't up, he does get my neck. Okay, you see it? I'm the one who gets the inside line, which is very important. Because I know a lot of Muay Thai people are going to look at this and say this, they're going to say that. Now, I've been doing Muay Thai since 1985. I have a lot of respect for Muay Thai because it's probably the best striking art there is. However, Filipino boxing can turn your Muay Thai into a whole nother animal for real street fighting. Okay? I really believe in it. I believe in all the martial arts. I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a senior full instructor in Muay Thai. And I know those are great arts. I'm an MMA coach. I know these are great. However, when I got into martial arts, it was more about, I want to learn how to fight. And I know fights are never, ever fair. They're never fair. They're never one-on-one. A weapon almost always comes out, and there's never a soft floor. Usually when I see a fight break out, it's never on the mat. That's the problem. And there's never a referee there, and there's never a judge, and there's no one there to stop it once the guy's knocked out. I mean, you imagine being knocked out and still being punched 20, 30, 40 more times? That's not a pretty scenario, okay? And that's the kind of thing that happens. Unfortunately, people are mean. They're brutal, okay? So you need to know how to take it to that level, to be brutal yourself. Not that you're going to do that to anybody, but you need to be able to do that in the case that someone's going to try to do that to you, okay? So let's look at these techniques here when we use the headbutt surprise. When I hit with the left side of my head, uppercut, uppercut, elbow, elbow, grab the head, knee. That is functional. That will work, okay? Now, if I do it with the left side of my head, notice I'm doing a right uppercut this time. And then I go right elbow, and left knee. Because if I use the left side of my head, I can utilize my left uppercut. If I use the left side of my head, if I turn this way, I can also utilize my right uppercut. So the headbutt will set up the uppercut. Now, the other variation is I use the right side of my head. So it's just like bobbing to the left to set up a left uppercut. When I use the right side of my head, when I use the right side of my head, I will only have the left uppercut option because of the way the body's turned. You see, when I headbutt here, I have to use the left uppercut. But if I headbutt with the left side of my head, I have both options. I hit with the left side of the head, right uppercut. Or if I hit with the left side of my head, left uppercut. Okay? So that's what we call the headbutt surprise. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, let's check out the coaches doing this. These guys can show you what a headbutt's all about. Come on, Alex. Use your head, buddy. Use your head. Okay, now, check this blitz out. Usually on these blitzes, what I've done for you is I've taken the very same combinations that we're working as the follow-up. Basically, you have the root motion, and then you have the follow-up. I've taken the very same follow-ups and structured it for you so you can take those follow-ups and work them in the blitz drills, which makes it really effective method of training because you're going to burn in those combos, yeah? Okay, because we all know repetition is the mother of all skills. So when you have drills that force you to get a lot of reps, you're going to become a very highly skilled athlete. Okay, let's have a look at this now. Okay, because if Kun Crew Alex does it, he's going to do 2 uppercuts, 2 elbows, and a knee. Now look at how he's not going to let go of the head Do not let go of the head until the uppercut. Yes. You see it? That's the way you work it. See? Elbow, elbow, knee. So you're starting with a left uppercut, left elbow, right hand grab, right knee. Okay, now the second one starts with a right uppercut. So you go right uppercut, right elbow, left hand grab, left knee. You see the combo? This is the follow-up. This is a sweet follow-up, but you got to get it. Yeah, elbow, elbow. It's going to be a left hand grab. Yeah. Notice, okay, here's the thing to remember. Okay. Here's the thing to remember, okay? If you just hit with your right elbow, the right hand is going to grab right now, and you do a right knee. But if you just hit with a left elbow, the left hand grabs, and you do a left knee. So after the elbow hits, it's easy for the same hand to grab, okay? After the left elbow hits, it's easy again for the left hand to grab so you can get your knee, okay? That's the way these combinations with the elbow work. However, if you look at my other combos we're doing when we add a knee to the punch, it's the opposite hand that grabs the head. Why? Because when you throw your cross, I don't want you to go and leave the punch out and then grab the head. We always teach people never to leave the punch out there. The punch has to retract back. It's got to come back. So it comes back and then you grab with the other hand. Does that make sense? So when you do the punching combination, if you just hit with a right punch, you grab with the left hand. If you just hit with a left punch, you grab with the right hand, okay? But on the elbows, it's the opposite. If the right elbow strikes, the right hand will grab and the right knee will go. If the left elbow strikes, the left hand will grab and the left knee will go. Okay? Let's look at these blitzes one more time, okay? You have uppercut, uppercut, elbow, elbow, right knee, starting with the left uppercut. Yes. Yeah, that's the way to work it. That's it. Okay, good. Now, this time, you start with the left uppercut. My bad. You start with the right uppercut. Start with a right uppercut. So it's uppercut, uppercut, elbow, elbow, knee. Starting with the right one, finishing with the left knee. Okay, you got it? Okay, let's watch these guys do it.